Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all the respected dignitaries, distinguished honorable participants, and the loving audience, all beautiful people around the globe. I'm Miss Nada Ratkovic, the IIU board member, country director, IIU Croatia, president of Research Center IIU. Welcome you all to the IIU Research Center third day of the training session of the third event to all the educators around the globe. Organized by International Internship University, IIU Research Center. You know, research plays a very important role in any process and any discovering of new knowledge, development of new concepts, all advancements of existing knowledge and theories and practice. It leads to a new understanding that was not maybe to everyone previously known. So research is really not limited to no one field, and you have been do it almost in every field. It's my honor today to introduce the IIU. The IIU, the strong support of IIU, the whole team, the whole IIU who is every day working consistently 24 hours to achieve the vision and mission and bring the new era of education all over the globe. The blessings and the guidance of all IIU is coming from the Sri Gama Swami. So International Internship University is the first world virtual internship university which clears a fair, accessible location and independent and skill-based education among all the areas. And it is building a better and brighter future for all young learners, and it is committed to provide better and virtual education to all the young learners of the globe. IIU is metamorphosing the conventional education system by cutting down the costs, additional costs, providing access to more than 1,000 plus courses and internships to e-learners across the globe. Please visit our page, like it, share it. And now I said internships. We are going with great internships all around the world. First, India is waiting. Grab your opportunity. What to say more? There will nothing be here because we all have in this university, I said certificates, diploma, graduation, post graduation diploma, and there is always one person who has a vision, who has a thought, who has idea, and behind a successful and organization of that man is the success of IIU, and that is no one than Mr. Piyush Pandit, our founder, Mr. Piyush Pandit. He has a vision, he has a mission, and he has just one dream. There's no child should be deprived of education. So the words are not enough to his dedication and hard work. And also the sky is the limit for his dedication and hard work. IIU is the change. IIU brings the change, and IIU is the revolution. There is no lack of research skills. 2 days, I'm talking here with you about researching, planning, doing, and I'm trying to inspire you, motivate you. If you are not in this, if you are not working, if you don't write, please, I hope that I inspired you to start a research work with IIU. And here we have great experts in IIU. And here we have no boundaries to make research. So why plan, do, review? I said that is a process, that is a segment, that is a part of research process. And it's really it's a one it's like a one routine where you can make choices, what you will do, how to carry your ideas, because I'm sure you all have a lot of ideas, and you can review your research work in IIU Research Center. So please plan your details activities with IIU. Do it with great worldwide researchers. Review your research. And please, let's start researching with IIU Center. I want to introduce you with the IIU Research Center. IIU Research Center makes collaboration in research, in all research, offers a community, promotes continued based lifelong learning, uh, effort, organizations, flexibility, and it is focused on all the problems. I can say on all problems, environmental problems, finance problems, social problems. So the goal is to make an interaction between the faculties, between the scholars, between the students, between industry, because we really need also to have an industry, and we know that industry is very important. Who will take our inventions, our innovations, and for who are we making and educating our students for giving idea and making innovations and making inventions. So we need to enhance the research opportunities and to cooperate together, to be together in every stage and to make great innovations and to be a participant in any innovation process. So IIU Research Center is really unique, and it is establishment, and uh, it provides it provides the research opportunities, the research facilities, and it is all by our visionary educationist and our founder, Mr. Piyush Pandit. So so grab your opportunity, be with the researchers, and we are offering that for researchers, authors, educators, students, scholars all across the globe. And your opportunities, your excellence, and also if you don't know, we are here to learn you because we can solve all the problems, and uh, like I always like to say, critical thinking, the knowledge, we will together create the knowledge and make a dissemination. So that is that is why we are dedicated and that is why we are the global educators. Today we will continue with all other things that I didn't mention, but I think I already mentioned a lot. And again, me, Nada Ratkovic, president of IIU Research Center, really think that if you if you have ever thought about how to be the world without education, research, science, innovation, technology, or any development of anything, then the IIU Research Center is the right place for you. So come, make a systematic research, begin with us, develop with us, contribute your knowledge, contribute your education, give your best. We are also giving our best and trying to find a way to make all that, to understand all that for the all issues we are facing like the educators. So no issue. Also, I want to say today is the last session of this topic, but we will continue. We will continue with many different topics with great researchers from all around the world. And every day is a training session. Today after me, we have a great training session. So continue, be a part and learn whole day. I know that all of you work. I also come before a few minutes from my work and I'm continue also to work because my mission, my vision is also lifelong learning. and I really enjoy in my work. I love education. I love working on this way. So let's together exchange our knowledge to the better of the world. So let's. Do I have do I have any comments, any questions, anything before I start that I need to maybe answer something not understanding? Because today we are going on the science review. First, I want to ask you what is a review? What a review means? Uh, why it is important? Why it is important for us? And is it only for the science? No, I will at the beginning I will say no. Yes, we have literature, a lot of literature. We are contacting different kind of literature every day in every moment. Newspapers, journals, anything is one type of the literature. So if we want to talk about the scientific literature, there is a review and like I said, that is a critical thing when we publish something, some kind of article, essay, a case study, or anything on any topic, and we have today the researchers, the accredited researchers who is doing this job. Uh, I'm in many universities editorial board member, and I get a lot of papers to make a review. And before I start making a review, I need to every university and every university has their own rules, but there are always the main rules which you need to take care about that when you are making a review. Because I said you can make a great paper and you think that you make a great job, but then you have one reviewer, another reviewer, and then they gave their suggestions because they are accredited, they are educated to make that kind of job. So when you when you make all the things that are asked from you from the reviewers, then your article can be published. Not before. You cannot publish any article if you don't have, I can say, a green light from a creditor, a reviewer, who will say yes, this can be accepted. So there are many answers. They can say it may be. One say it is great, another say you need to fix this part. Your methodology is not good. You didn't explain your methodology. You didn't show it on the way you need to show. Your tables are not good. Your graphs are not good. So there are a lot of little things on which you need to may take attention when you are writing. So a review of that man, that is like in the law. He is a judge. That is a kind of judgment, and uh, a discussion, two reviewers, because when I get the paper, like example, I don't know who writes that paper, because like in every job, maybe if you know that person, we will try to help. So when you get that articles, you don't know who is the author. You know only the topic, and you get to that article to make a job for that. So what means a review? Uh, you can say maybe the easiest way to understand that is like a part of study in which you are looking to take something maybe for another time. Also, there are many senses, many meanings, and if you open the dictionary, Britannica Encyclopedia, you will everywhere see the similar, and like all the words have many meanings. But maybe for us researchers, we can say that a review is a critic of something. But I can say that it is a good critic, because when you get once critic, second time critic, then you will look and you will learn, and you will see what are the good parts and what are the bad parts in your work. And that is really great, because today we are also want we're talking about uh, evaluation of the work of, like example, a professor. And then I don't know, do you do that? But every year at the end, I make surveys for all my subjects, that I have with them, to make an evaluation and to give me a grade for my work. That is not important. Will I get a grade excellent or not excellent? For me, it is great because I know what I need to, what I do good, what I don't do good, and what I need maybe to improve. And that system for us very important. And also here in a review, I said review is a critic of something, a look of something's good and bad points. And if we talk about a review in research, then we know that we have an article. The article needs to be reviewed. That is also called a literature review. It is called a survey, and we know that it is not published yet. But also, you have many houses, many journals, where I can say with very low feet, but they are not good. Then for you, they don't have the necessary. They don't have the hate of the work. Like it is not same to get a paper and somewhere that it is not Scopus or it is not a Web of Science. And when you have a Scopus or Web of Science, for you, you are not sad that you will pay maybe $100 or more, and have a work which is very good, which you know that will be cited, that he will be A1 or A2, and that is for you very important. What So we need to learn that. We need to learn the process, the make the step by step, how to have, like I said, less of that things that are not good in your writing and in your work. So what can be that types for writing a scientific or a review article? Please, you can here write to me in the chat, so I will see that later. I will see what you are writing. For the types, for the writing a scientific article, please give you the time. It is not the same when you are doing a work under the pressure, under the time limits, then you need to finish this in this second. That is not good for you. Be sure that that work will not be good. It will have a lot of bad things. Give you a plenty of time to write this, to write your paper and also give you a plenty time for make a review. Then you need to make and to decide what is the main topic of your review. How can you put the main topic? What are your outlines? And for the journal, every journal has his own requirements. So take care about and be aware of all journals requirements. If you miss anyone, it will be turned back to you. Then, uh, about the literature, it is better to consult many different literature, many authors, because in every field we have great authors, we have famous scientists, and you need to be versed with the literature. And you need to know which literature will you use from who. Then, during the reading, you need to make notes. When you read the literature, make and write the notes. So if you don't write, you will don't know what you find, because uh, if you read 10, 20, and you find some things that you need to have that are interested for you, and you please write them in every moment, because that notes will help you. Then you need to analyze all the published literature which you see before. uh, you also can be a critical reviewer. You can be a critical reviewer, and that is the best way how to write a good review. So for you, you need to have a feedback. Your feedback need to be very useful and need to be constructive. That constructive feedback. So please provide you a useful construction feedback. Then, uh, if you if you need to have graphs, tables, your methodology, I can say your methodology is very complex. And then you need to have all the elements which are asked for you to be included in that. So that means all whole services, whole including services, and very detailed. So in the smallest detail, do it. Be very specific and also be honest. Honest, like in life, honest is very neat, and it is a one of the main tips for writing a great review. Then you need to leave the links. So now I'm talking about, let's like example, you are working in an organization, and you are working in the department of selling, department of purchase, department of marketing, and you are working with your customers. So every review, uh, when we talk about a review, we don't only talk about the research review. We, in every job, we have a review. And when we learn one, we can do anyone. So you need all the things that detailed, specific, honest, personal things, and your feeling is very important. You need to be always friendly, be very friendly to everyone, because the any um, every each person feel in the conversation, in the communication, when you are not friendly. Today we live in a world, and like I said, it is not very which we have many sad people, poor people, and if you are not friendly, and if you today there are many persons with the characteristics of jealous. Never be jealous on no one. Be always the best version of yourself in every job. The jealous is a illness, and that things will bring you to the I can say to the last step in your career and also in your life. uh, One tips is feel free to always update your review. Everything needs to be always updated. You see, you are using social medias like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and you see when someone don't make a update of his information, and maybe you say, well, what's happening with him? He didn't do today nothing on the Facebook, and that is also before writing. So always remember, provide your feedback. Talk about the main elements. Be very detailed. uh, leave your links, your personal information. Be always friendly. uh, Feel free to make an update of your review. So what is a review when what is a review writing? I said it before that is our opinion, and it is a kind of judgment, and it is also a support to you. And we talk about the systematic review, and that is a review which needs to be defined, and it needs to have all the formulated questions, and it needs to have the answers on your questions. And we learned yesterday and day before about the main questions, and how to give an answer, and how to provide how to provide uh, how to provide and how to on the best way to start any job, and that is also the best way to start your review. When you want to write the review, start with some kind of thesis, some kind of statements. That is very important. Why it is important? Because you want to tell to your reader what is your topic, and what you need to what are you presenting. So that is important. That is, like we said, that title. That title is very important for anyone. And now, when you are writing a review, you need to have and you need to write that thesis statement, and it will tell your reader what the topic is, what you are presenting, and for the future, uh, for any perspective, why it is important. So I mentioned the methods and methodology, and we know that we have different like essay. It is uh, everything needs a review, but we can say it is very similar. But literature review always need to have an introduction, a start. Introduction is start. So introduction, body, and conclusion. Introduction, body, and conclusion. So try to imagine it in your head. You have always we can make it for when we look like a human body. Do we have also that we have a body? What is our conclusion and what is our introduction? So always be ready. Prepare everything. Try to define the try to define, try to identificate, try to determine the aims and objectives. What are the aims and objectives? That are the main purposes why you are writing. Now we are talking about a review, a literature review. For your work, what you need to always you need to make an address on the literature review. uh, why are you asking that? Why you need that? Why are you searching that? What will you discover? Check all the questions and make for you. I said make note. Use a note. Take one sheet and focus on that. When I have this in front of me, I'm focused on this sheet. So then I can make all searches, all which I need to do for my further work. Then you need to find the how you can write your topic. So what kind of literature are we using? What is the best literature? So that can be, we said already, books, journals, reports. Somebody is working for the government documents for preparing the conference. You need also for if you are doing a kind of conference, you need to have all the proceedings. You need to have all the research. Then I what I like to use here. Maybe the library. We have we have a lot of lot of free libraries, and library is always the best place to search for your sources. How many resources do you need to have? Uh, apologize. How many resources? Think about that. Maybe you think that maybe you think that the number is not important, but it is required always. It is always required on your topic. It depends on your review. It depends on your literature review. It is for the sources and for maybe for your conclusion. Your lecture, you need to have a lecture, and always you have a lecture. He will advise you on all the details. Uh, what about the bibliography? You need to have all the details and the searches from the bibliography. Also, you need to uh, keep the notes of all publications, like the date, the author, the name, how many page numbers do you have, who are the publishers. Uh, there are a lot of details, and then you can say that you have a you have a appropriate source material, because that only that kind of material will be for you relevant. It will be in every moment. It can be, I can say it is very current. So read the literature. Read the literature. Always read the literature. Someone will ask, is it better to have more literature or not more? You know, we have defined rules in many journals, or for for some conference proceedings. They write, you can have only 10 books. In between that books, you can have two journal, or so somewhere you have uh, all define the process. My suggestion is read more literature, and put the best literature which you use. You know, copyright citing. When you cite something, if you cite something, you really need to write that. You need to write that author. Write that author in the literature. Critically read all. read, be very organized, and analyze everything. Today, when we talk about when we talk about when we want to make anything, we are using the verbs. And when we use the verbs, we have a higher and a lower meaning. So first is we can say understanding. Another is remembering. A third is always analyzing. If you don't have a good analyze system, then you have a great and big you have a big problem, and then you cannot and you can't analyze anything. If you want to write and analyze that literature, I will repeat again, be very critical, because that are the sources for affairing you. All the things that you read are not the best things. Maybe it sometimes the work is accepted, but it is not the best option for you. It is not the best literature for you. So for each one, you need to review yourself and ask questions for you. Uh, what 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 is the concept? What are the key terms? How relevant is this for my topic? Will do it have any kind of relationship with mine? Is this article today? Did it have a trend? We know today what are the trends topic is see. Today when we have everywhere we have a multidisciplinary scientific research, and then the main topic is recent trends in multidisciplinary science, because we are trying all to be in the trend of all innovations today which are happening. How the author make this structure? Is that author is he credible? Did he have a is he authoritative? What are the difference between his sources? So start by writing your thesis, I said. That is first, write your review. Then structure your literature review. Write an introduction. When you write an introduction, why today on many conferences are before you are a guest speaker, keynote speaker, and the organizers are asking the abstract, because the abstract is the introduction, and it will give to the conference, to you, to the reviewer, will give an outline of what what will you. So if you are a speaker, what will you talk? But at writing, why are you writing that review? Why this topic is important? What is the focus? What is the scope of the review? Which you will which will be discussed there. What criteria do you use? Which literature selection? And did you? It will tell you also about the organizations. Um, it will tell you about the organized parts of the work. So that is what I mentioned: introduction, body, and the conclusion. What are the body paragraphs? Uh, you need to have body paragraphs. Each body paragraph needs to show to you um, a different theme. That is why they are structured, and it is a different theme for your topic, and it needs to be it needs to be relevant. So also, as we talk about the analysis, we need the synthesis. We need the synthesis, and all the body the body paragraphs will give that synthesis, and it will be for a reader a relevant part, and you need to make a space between each paragraph, but everyone needs to have a clear connection, because you cannot write today is Thursday, and then you can write he is living far away from me. Everybody needs to have a connection, and even we use different sources, various sources. So making that, I will repeat again, be very critical, be very critical, and you need to have that type of analysis, and then your contribution, the contribution will be good for that topic, for that thema, for all that you are researching. So what the body need, what the body needs to include are which are the parts of the paragraphs. When we always said background. What means background? The body. If we have introduction, we know what is the introduction. That is our abstract. Our body needs to have background, needs to have clear methodology. If you make before a research or a study, it needs to have a previous study on that topic. Then, today we have a lot of mainstreams reviewers or readers. So that mainstreams also needs to be included, like um, a viewpoint. Then you need to have questions. What kind of questions need to be asked? Um, Relevant questions, yes, but there need to be the questions need to be very principled, and always conclusions, and that conclusions needs to be general conclusions. So I will repeat again, you need a background. If you are maybe if you are doing something in I don't know, in geography or in entrepreneurship, or everything had a historical background, so you can put that historical background in your work. Better methodology, better grade for your work, less job for a reviewer, and then your work will be accepted without any fixing things to do. We said what needs to have a introduction, what needs to have the body. Now what needs to have a conclusion. We know what is a conclusion. Conclusion is always a summary of something. Conclusion, somebody will say, oh, conclusion is for me very easy to write. Conclusion is not easy to write for nothing, because you have always people who are only reading the summaries. And if maybe I don't, maybe I'm not from the field of from some kind of field, and I am reading your summary. If for me that summary is not clear, if I don't understand what the message of the writer, what the writer will do, the aims, the objectives, then that is not good. The summary needs to give to anyone who don't know in that field. It needs to be very clear. So in conclusion, there are your main agreements, the main agreements, the disagreements, Then, if you have any issues, if you have any gaps to your future research, it needs to be put in the conclusion. Your perspective, your opinion on the topic. You always need to bring yourself in that topic. So that is a specific of your work. If you don't have nothing your own, then that perspective, uh, the work don't have that height it need to have. After conclusion comes the checklist. How to make a checklist? The checklist is again many questions, and the whole work needs to give you answers on that question. So, what kind of questions? Like example, have I make and or like this, is the purpose of my work outlined, is are the scope outlined, do I identify literature, appropriate literature, did I use and record some details? Do I write in all notes which I found from the sources? Did I analyze and did I collect all the data? So that are again the verbs. Outlined, identified, analyzed, explored, discussed, written, checked. These words are very important. You need always to analyze. You need to be critic to the readers. You need to find the relationship or the gap between your literature, your research. Methodology. What kind of methodology? Is the work, did you make a model? Is it only a theoretical? If it is a theoretical, it is always is better to make a combination between theoretical and practical. And your hypothesis needs to always to identify that methodology. You need to have a explored methodology, always discussed on the viewpoints, the main viewpoints, write and repeat. Maybe some of it's another is repeating. I'm repeating because these things need to today be first, I said, remembered, understood, analyzed. Today, I want, after the session, that you remember these things, that you understand these things, and that you can analyze all this. Because all these steps are necessary for doing, for planning, for doing, and for reviewing any research. Then, that is why we said again, write property, introduction, body, and conclusion. Checked all, checked your spelling. You know how the spelling, how the grammar, non-properly grammar things, how the punctuation will will make a bad grade of your work. So, what you think about this topic? What are your opinions? Will you start writing? Will you continue writing? What will you find? What will you find? Maybe with us to join IIU Research Center. In any moment, you can find everything. You can make your thesis, you can make your works, you can choose any topic, you can find all articles, You can be sure that your thesis will be specific, that you will make a relevant work, that it will be very clearly stated, because we are offering a teamwork, work together. And if we work together, we can make great things together. In the center, we have a journal. We are offering honorary doctorates. For the honorary doctorates, you need to make a research, and the research is published in the IIU journal. You can write it in any field, because we have already editor and board members. We have reviewers who can we have reviewers who are experts in the fields. They are very familiar, they are very friendly person, and they can help you in any review, in any part of this. So also choose a topic. uh, if you don't want, if you're not sure how to choose a topic, like example, you are working, you are in finance, you are in entrepreneurships, you are in, in some kind of engineering, something, uh, topic first topic, because when I do some review, first is the topic that I see, or when I start writing, topic is also the first thing that I choose. So your topic needs to be topic always is topic is enough about, and it is interesting. So that is the first thing. Then topics are current. They they are they have we have enough research studies for making a review. The topic is for the audience, for the scientists, very interested. So that are three parts that you need to make, that you need to take attention for anything, for any work you are doing. So I'm like an educator. I'm always telling you which problems can you have doing that. So like educator, I would like you to, with me, to repeat once again how to make a structure of your review, how to make a review, what a review needs to have. What is the first that the review needs to have? What is the first that a review needs to have? Do I have somebody who will write me that here in the chat box? What needs to have first? What a review needs to have? Professor Charles, maybe you can answer me. Okay. Okay. I will repeat it. We need to have an abstract. We need to have an abstract. We need to have an introduction. We need to have a body. We need to have a discussion and a conclusion. So today I will conclude this 3-day sessions with writing. Please write, do a write. Before, during your write, you be very optimist. Have a realistic expectations. It can be a challenge. You can concentrate on the communication. Give your ideas, write them, use them, and all this can be a big challenge. Focus on writing, focus on your ideas, focus on them very clearly. Uh, let let your mind, let your heart to help you. Also, your knowledge. Without knowledge, you can't make a research. Your knowledge will help you. Talks. You need to have talks. Uh, they can be like the pops blocks in your head till you are writing something, and that is very important. Uh, something, try to ignore some things. Make your notes like ignore, because sometimes you will not be always sure. Uh, for any type you have many genres. Uh, you critic, I said critic, be very critic. Uh, Try to make a empirical article. Why? Because that article will give you an outline of all the questions that you research, will help you to seek your answers, how to conduct your research, because yesterday we said the meanings of do, what means do, conduct research, make the conclusions. We cannot make conclusions and the work will not be concluded if we don't have a positive review. If you are a type, maybe you like to write essays, you like to write case studies, but for the universities, we have the practices literature review, and that is why a literature review, because at the university you can always ask for a critical analyze, how to write the literature, how to publish, which services will you use, how how to demonstrate something, how to understand a literature, and how to make a literature review. I would like to start here today because we can talk about plan, do review researches a lot. We will continue. We will continue with the sessions. We will have a lot of training sessions in this in the research and in all fields, because we have training sessions from people from different fields, psychology, sociology, finance, and digitally. So there is no field that we don't have the sessions. I want to call you after me today for 30 minutes. Is coming a great educator. Be with her, uh, Professor Micha. Listen her. Tomorrow, we are having a two-day conference with great science, great speakers. Join us, be with us. And if you have questions, I will I will answer. So be free. Yes, I will answer. So okay. Professor Charles, research review articles called the literature is a survey. Thank you, Professor Charles. Professor Charles is always very active. Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Elizabeth, thank you. Any question? Dazra, what does it say? Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Daringa. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all for being with me these 3 days in this session. See you very soon again. Have a nice day and best wishes to another time. Thank you. Bye bye.